Hi everybody, it's Diane. First of all, I apologize that I didn't have a video up this morning. Well, today's Monday as I record this. You will be seeing this on Tuesday. And if you look for my videos at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on, every day, you will notice that there wasn't one today or yesterday. I don't think I can keep up with doing that, so I'm just going to do my best and try to have one up on most days. But if I can't, I'm not going to stress about it. I have too much going on in my life. But I do want to be on YouTube as much as I can, showing you guys fun things. As long as you guys are enjoying it, I want to be sharing with you. So, did you see my Stashistry and Scrapistry videos from this weekend? I had Scrapistry making pocket tags and Stashistry using map book pages. So I came up here today to kind of clean up my table and get it ready for starting the next project. And I still had pieces cut for making tags, the pocket tags, and I figured I better make them right now instead of stashing them away and then forgetting about them. Also, I had a page from Atlas that had these globes on it, which I wanted to cut out and use, so I figured I would do that. So I wanted to just show you what I did today. I'm not doing it on camera because I already did it, but I just wanted to show you what I did. So I did cut out the globes. This is pretty simple. Just cut out the globes and adhered them to some blue cardstock, which I then cut out and then sewed around the edge. So these can be a tuck spot or tuck them into a pocket and you can write on the back. You had seen that I cut these tags out, but I didn't make pocket tags out of them because you can write on this bottom part, and I like them just the way they were. But I did add the elements to the top that I had selected. I just wanted you to see them sewn on. And then for the Scrapistry video with the patterned, using up scraps of cardstock and patterned paper, you had seen the video. And if you didn't see it, it's just a couple videos back, but I had done these tags, and they have, tags inside the pockets, obviously. So they were done on the last video. So these are what that one was done too. These are what I finished today. I have this one with a double-sided cardstock. It's paper, actually. And pockets that I used, made with scraps. Very simple. Just sewed around. I didn't just sew the pockets on, I sewed around the edge of the tag too. And then just added some muslin and vintage tatting. This is a tag that was a printable, and I've had it in my stash, and I'm not sure where it came from. I'm thinking Sue Olson, the innkeeper, on YouTube or on Etsy. I think that came from her, but I'm not positive. This was just punched out. I have a punch in that shape, and this was punched with a 2.5 inch circle punch, coffee dyed file folder. And you can write on the back of that. This one is also double-sided, and there's just a little scrap of paper with some little silver or gray design to go with the gray here. And then I used this piece, which was a gray cardstock that I had embossed with a film strip embossing folder. So I just cut that down to size and rubbed a little black ink on it to make the embossing stand out. Then I measured this little part where the film images would be and cut out these images from a vintage dictionary, and I really like the way that turned out. And again, just some leftovers tucked in the pockets. This is a Seven Gypsies tag that I've had for a really long time, and it's about time I used it. And some of these things I do need to add some fibers to the tops. For this one, it is craft cardstock, a patterned paper scrap, and a blue scrapbook cardstock scrap, and then this is a vintage label, a Denison household label. I got a book of them from a flea market last year, so I glued that there. And then there's a scrap of cardstock, and then this is a white tag that I had Mod Podged a napkin to and then glued her. She came from a book. So this one doesn't have a lot of tags in it, just a couple larger tags. Again, it is double-sided paper. It's kind of a stiff paper. It's not cardstock weight. You could glue these down to a book and just, use the write on the tags, or you could paper clip this to the side of a book, whatever, tuck this into a larger pocket. Printable tag, a piece of off-white cardstock, and I just rounded the corners. Here's another tag made from scrap, and this made from a scrap. This is the same paper as that. I just flipped it around and used the other side to be the front. This is scrapbook paper, cardstock actually, that has herbs on it. And then this polka dot, which is really cute. And this scrap with some script on it. This came from a fly leaf of a gardening book. And coffee dyed file folder. This one doesn't have the little pocket because I used a piece of turquoise cardstock that I had embossed with a Tim Holtz embossing folder a long time ago. And I didn't want to cover it with a pocket, but I did cover it with this tag label, and I stamped that onto craft paper and cut it out and sewed it on. And then we just have the blue cardstock and a piece of music paper, a little circle cut from scrapbook paper, and this label from Roxy Creations on Etsy. I did color more reinforcements and used quite a few of them. There's one. I colored them in different colors. So this is the really heavy file divider, vintage. I love this. And I put these fibers in the top. This is another embossed piece of scrapbook paper, and I love this tag. Another tag and a circle. This one's my favorite. It's an orange diagonal stripe paper with a scrap here, and this is just a scrap of a file folder. You can see it's got a little bit of the little notched corner there, and I stamped the mushroom there, and then this little rectangle which came with this stamp set. And since I stamped that in orange, I inked around that with orange. And then on this little tag I used another of the mushroom stamps, plus the little 65-cent and the little orange rectangle again, and all of those stamps came in the same set. There's a scrap of that tin tile embossing folder from Stampin' Up. I just rubbed it with some ink. This is craft cardstock that I have to put some fiber in, and this postcard tag, printable tag. So put that in the front. These are all the tags that I created using the pocket tag. And I'm not saying that the pocket tags are my idea. I said that in the Scrapistry video. It's not my idea, but I played around with it and did it in my style, and I like the way these tags turned out. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this. And I know it's a short video for today, but it's the best I can do today. And I'll be back tomorrow, maybe with something longer. We'll see what I have time for. I will be back though, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.